This is my 100th long form video here on YouTube. And this also comes right around my 1-year anniversary as a YouTuber as well. So to celebrate, I wanted to sit down with you and share with you all of the lessons that I've learned about my style throughout the past 100 videos. And who knows, maybe these are some lessons that you've also learned from watching my channel. Before we get into it, I just want to say a huge thank you to every single person who has laid eyes on my video, who has subscribed, who has thrown me a like, thrown me a comment. Thank you so much for being here, whether this is your first video or your 100th video. So with that, if you want to see more content on things like intentional shopping, slow fashion, all of that good stuff, make sure you hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. And without further ado, let's get right into it. The first lesson that I've learned over these 100 videos is that style is so much more than what we wear. So in the early days of my channel, my focus was definitely more on the tangible aspects of fashion. So things like showing you specific clothes and outfits and talking about trends. And I think I had this notion when I first joined YouTube where I was thinking that style was solely about what we put on our bodies. But when I dove deeper into content that really interested me and things that I really wanted to share with you guys, I have realized that style is so much more than the physical items that we have in our closet. There are so many other things that make up style. It's how we feel in our clothes. It's our level of consumption. It's how we approach things like secondhand shopping and fast fashion. It's our process on how we even choose clothes in the morning when we get dressed. And it's made me realize this deeper level of style that I never really considered before. And frankly, a much more emotional process and emotional investment it is to be interested in style and to want to explore it more. It involves understanding our motivations and understanding the impact of what we wear on so many different levels. So throughout this year, I've definitely shifted my content to explore the deeper meanings of our wardrobes, and I love it. It makes me so excited every single time I think of a video idea, every single time I get to share it with you. And I am so pumped to just keep doing that throughout this YouTube journey. Another thing I've learned about style is that comfort is a top priority for me. Over this past year, over the past 100 videos of putting on dozens and dozens and dozens of outfits, I really came into accepting the fact that I no longer sacrifice my comfort for the sake of looking stylish. And YouTube helped me realize this for a few reasons. First, especially in the beginning of my channel, I would put an outfit on, I would film it, I would go to edit the video, and I would be like, I look uncomfortable in that. Like, it doesn't look like something that is super comfy for me to wear, and especially wear in front of a camera. And the other reason is because of this channel and because of this deep desire in me to continuously learn and push myself when it comes to style in the fashion industry and whatever, I have dedicated some time to learning more about my personal style. And with that, I have learned that my personal style really focuses on comfort. And I learned this through doing the 3-word method, which I've talked about a bunch. I will link a video above here if you want to see the process of it, but one of my 3 words is comfort. So now it really doesn't matter whether it's putting together an entire outfit from my wardrobe or if it's just a piece that I find in a thrift store. If I don't feel comfortable physically and emotionally, then I'm not gonna wear it. Another lesson I've learned is that it's okay for my style to shift as long as I understand why and how to move forward more mindfully. I have come to the conclusion that it's quite unrealistic for us to expect our style to remain the same throughout our entire life. Not to get too off topic, but I have gone through a pretty big spiritual awakening over the past almost 2 years at this point. And I have just realized that life is about change, it's about growth, and it's about evolution. And that applies to so many aspects of our lives, including the clothes that we wear. And I do firmly believe that we should be focusing on building a wardrobe that lasts. Like, we do want to have longevity in mind. But I also recognize that certain aspects of our style need to adapt in order to reflect these different changes and phases within our lives. So embracing this idea has allowed me to view my style evolution as a more positive experience rather than a source of anxiety if I feel like something is shifting in my life and therefore my style will need to shift as well. I know that it's important to dig deep and understand the root causes of this shift and focus on making mindful adjustments to the clothes that I wear based on the changes that are coming or that are already here. So I think it's really about just continuing to make informed choices about your wardrobe despite certain changes or obstacles or whatever you want to call them. And that's also why I'm a firm believer that style really starts in your mind rather than the clothes that you wear. Like, you have to shift your mindset and you have to shift how you approach shopping and how you approach clothes in order to have a wardrobe that is going to serve you to its fullest potential for as long as possible. The next thing that I've learned is that people have different levels of style experimentation. At the start of my YouTube journey, and frankly, I still feel this a little bit now, I often felt like my style lacked uniqueness and sometimes balance and sometimes like true good styling techniques compared to other creators that I see on here. And to be honest with you guys, I've spent my entire life working in the fashion industry, but I've always been, for the most part, on the business side of things. So I was never really involved in this more creative side. So I think that it's definitely something I struggled with a little bit because I don't feel like I have a super creative eye. And while I do really like doing like outfit idea videos, outfit formula videos, things like that, I definitely can see where I'm lacking in creativity, but I do hope I make up for that in relatability when it comes to the outfit, in terms of like, you know, I try to replicate outfits or I try to put together outfits that you can also replicate, assuming you also have, you know, some type of sweater in your closet, or you also have like a pair of jeans you can pair with a similar top or whatever the case may be. But with that, I've come to realize that we all have different levels of experimentation. I think that having a fairly basic, neutral, not super flashy wardrobe is what makes me feel comfortable, and it's what makes me feel is best aligned with my style goals. And like, trust me guys, I wish I could be those people. Like, I want to have more color and more prints and patterns, and I want to test things out differently. But I've tried, and I think that I have found the best formula for me when it comes to mixing and matching like personality pieces in my wardrobe. And that's just what works for me. So I think that the goal of my outfit videos when I do them is to provide more accessible outfit ideas. And if they work for you, they work for you. And if they don't, they don't. And I hope that I can offer a space for people who are doing very minor experimentation with their wardrobe and, you know, just be cool with that. And I really find joy making the connections with my audience, with you guys, just knowing that there is value in every single level of style exploration out there. And I'm going to continue to love and support watching all of the people that I like to watch, even though we have very different styles, because they continue to inspire me to move outside of the box when it's available to me, when it's possible for me, and frankly, when I'm comfortable with it. The next thing I've learned is that sustainability is incredibly nuanced, but it's so important to understand, and it has shaped my future for the better. So when this idea started kind of rolling around in my head and I was like, all right, I think I want to move more towards sustainability and mindful consumption and everything, it just felt like there was an endless amount of information to absorb. And frankly, I'm really proud of myself for taking the initiative, although it was daunting and a little bit scary and a little bit unclear of how it would actually perform with you guys. And I'm happy to say that, you know, my channel has never been better since I've been doing these topics of mindful consumption and all these things. So I'm just really happy it resonates with you. And I hope that I've been able to provide a little bit more easily digestible content when it comes to things like sustainability, which are, again, so daunting. So over the past few months, I have deeply immersed myself into communities and forums and conversations with like-minded people who are also interested in this topic as well. And my understanding of the topic has deepened so much. Like, I find myself bringing it up to like my friends and my family and being like, well, did you know that blah, 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 blah. Like, it's something that I just love talking about. And so when I'm not filming videos and like doing other things that I'm obliged to in my life, I am taking the time to essentially become a student of the internet and immerse myself even deeper into every single topic I can. This has rekindled my love for learning. I've been out of school for quite a few years now, and it's just kind of like lit this fire in me that was previously dead after graduating college. And I also love to teach. Like, I love the dual role that I have as a student and a teacher. And this kind of goes into my last point, which is not very style related, but here we go. I've learned that I have such an awesome community of people around me who love the same things that I do. So just to reflect on this past year and these past 100 videos, I am so happy with the community that has blossomed around my content. This entire experience has definitely solidified that I love YouTube. I love making these videos. And trust me when I say that it is not easy to make 2 videos every week. Like, there is a very long process that goes into all of these videos that I make, from researching to scripting the videos to filming them, editing them. You know, there's just so much that goes into it. But I do feel like the love and the enthusiasm that I have for what I do here on YouTube is because of the unwavering support and, frankly, the love that you guys have given me over the past year. I cannot tell you guys how much I appreciate your kindness and your thoughtful comments and all the times that you've shared how you relate or you don't relate, or just have shared any type of experience with your own style, because whether we like it or not, style is such a personal thing and it's a part of our daily life. So I don't think it's this frivolous thing. I think it's really important for all of us to understand better. And just knowing that I have this community of like-minded people who have been so kind and who genuinely care about what I'm saying, it just really inspires me to keep creating and just growing alongside you. Having spent my entire career working in the fashion industry, I can say that I have never met a more supportive community of people who share the same interests as me as you guys. And while there's always gonna be some more out-of-pocket comments, it happens, it's just the nature of being online, the positivity outweighs them tenfold. Like, I can't even tell you guys. So just to wrap this up, you guys have definitely made me really excited and hopeful that one day my channel will be a leading voice on YouTube when it comes to things like mindful consumption and slow fashion and intentional shopping and sustainability and all of these things. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for being such an essential part of this journey here on YouTube. And with that, that is the end of the video. I think I've said it enough. I think you guys get the point, but thank you so much for watching. I am so appreciative of your support, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.